Welcome back, team. In this video, I will explain you about some of the important parts of house of quality design that we are about to create as a part of completing this report. So let me show you the design and I will explain you what are the important components of the design. So this is a sample house of quality design that is taken from the internet, and this contains several important parts. Like your design contains several important parts, and each part we can exclusively work on to complete like to provide information into it. Okay, let me explain you the classification of the diagram. First one is customer requirements. You can see that here this is customer requirements section. Next is technical requirements section. You can see that, you can see it here. You can see that in this design this is technical requirements section. Next one is correlation area. This is correlation area. This area we call correlation, and this is the correlation between each functional requirement that is identified from the process. Okay, we identified customer requirements, functional requirements. Now it is correlation, and this part is functional relationship between customer requirements and customer priority. I mean functional requirements. Okay, functional requirements and customer requirements, the relationship area will be filled here. Next, it is priority of the customer requirements. See, in this column we will be filling, see, the priority of these customer requirements. Maybe we might be valuing it from 0 to 5, 0 importance or 5 importance. Then it is about weights and key elements, technical attributes, related information. These values will be calculated by using averages or relative averages of these values. Okay, if you remember, like if you have experience in quality statistical analysis, you will understand what is the relative frequency. I can explain you in the next in another video, like after completing this session or like while completing this session you can understand it. So these values are calculated based on the values that are given here. Though we put symbols over here, these symbols represent values based on this relationship value related information. Okay, so based on that, what we create, these values help us to analyze what is the most important one and what is the least important one. If you see the relative value 108, 108, so this is the most important feature. Next is 27 is the most important feature. Next, self calibration is the most important feature. In that way, you will be analyzing important details, important functional requirements that should be implemented by the designer. Okay, it also includes some of the values that we manually give, that is related to the kind of risk values. Okay, or like how it will be like whether this is important or least important, most important. We calculate it based on the risk value. If not risk, there will be something else that we establish, like in practical session you can understand it. Okay, next section is competitive benchmarking. So this is nowhere related to the design, this we do it exclusively. We will be having our own product value and its competitor product values will be given here, 1 2 3 4, like we will be naming it ABCD or 1 2 3 4 or competitor 1, competitor 2, something like that. We give how important this feature is for, like whether we implementing all the, whether we achieving all these factors or not. Based on the value we give over here, we can be explaining it. Okay, for example, if we are providing high degree of compatibility, we mark it 5 for our product, and if other products are also giving 5, you can mark them 5. Okay, it all depends. So but what we do is, like when we are writing on competitive benchmarking, what we do is we try to make a different value for different products. Okay, if we give 4 for our organization, we won't give 4 for any other. If we give 4 for our product, we will be giving other values for remaining competitors. Means, for example, if it is 1 here, it will be 2 3 4. It is not repeat, 1 is not repeating anywhere, 2 is not repeating anywhere. In that way we construct it. This is also here also you can see that technical benchmarking also contains competitors, okay, based on the values we achieved. These values also, like we only create manually these values too, based on our understanding, like from our brainstorming activities that we conducted. We can identify that how important this functional feature is for us and this technical feature to us. So like whether you are achieving this one or not, based on that you will be giving value. And so based on that value this graph will be generated. All right. So these are simple important elements. So first one is customer requirements, second one is customer priority, next it is technical requirements and correlation, and relationship between customer requirements and functional requirements. Next it is technical attributes. We discuss about least value, highest value, relative value, and other values. This is automatically calculated in our template. And this risk area, or like some other importance, risk or importance kind of naming will be given here, that we manually include it. Competitive benchmarking, this also we manually include it because we don't have any information from the competitor, right? Then technical benchmarking, this also we manually do it. Okay, these are important parts of your house of quality. We give values to, like manually give values to competitive benchmarking and technical benchmarking. We include all these values in, like we include our own customer requirements here, we include our own technical requirements here. We try to establish relationship between different requirements. It is not necessary that each and every technical requirement should have a proper relationship between each other. If you see here, there are some empty spaces over here. It means that there is no like, for example, if you take this computer controlled and first one, no, maybe mean time to repair and mean mean time between these two things. If you see here, there is no relationship that is not given, that is given here. There is no relationship here, there is no relationship here. It means that these three factors do not have any influence on first factor. We only we can include values only when there is a relationship between those two functional attributes. So this is all about important parts of the functional quality, house of quality diagram. Okay, so let us start with practical activity in the next from the next video. Okay, we start with including values related to the customer requirements, then we include functional requirements, then we include relationship matrix, and it will be followed by some other activities. Okay, thank you guys, see you in the next video.